So Dos, before we talk about this weekend's game, I know you've been in the office with me this morning reflecting on Saturday's draw.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that that you're allowed to do is to reflect back on key incidents and then talk to the referee or talk to the PGMLO, and we couldn't understand on the day why. I didn't want no one wants someone sent off, especially on his 500th appearance, but if that's not denying a clear goal scoring opportunity, and it was, that was a red card. And then 2 minutes after, we've been denied two of the most obvious penalties I think you're ever going to see. We've seen it again in the office. Jason gets brought down 2 minutes after he's given one penalty, and then literally from where the ball lands, Robbo then gets absolutely clattered. So we had two penalties in the space of 2 seconds. Now, overall, I thought we played well Saturday. It's a tough place to go, and I'm not ever concerned about the fact that we got an away point, because an away point can be a good one, but we deserved a bit more than that. And I thought those key match decisions, if they're down to 10 men after 15 minutes, and we get the second penalty, then that game is definitely going to go in our favour. So not often that we have to, as you know, I don't think I've ever come in on a Monday or Tuesday to go through the footage, but we felt quite strongly on Saturday that we were a bit hard done by.
And a couple of positives from Saturday, one of them being debut of Charlie Ruff, who played fantastic.
Yeah, well, I think the one to mention first is Oscar Goben. I mean, Oscar Goben was the best player on the pitch by a country mile, and his form, has just been getting better and better. So Oscar's back to where he was last year, and he's been superb for a long time now. I thought Joe Newton as well had a fantastic game, typified really by the fact he made that run, wouldn't give up on it, and got us what everyone thought the ball was going to go out of play, but he didn't, and that got us the equaliser. But yeah, Charlie Ruff's come in and had a really good debut, hasn't he? Got into 3 or 4 great goal scoring positions. They'll go in on another day, but it was everything that we knew we were getting, and probably with his character and whatever, a bit more.
And on Saturday, an earlier kick-off time against Worthing, I know it's a side you rate very highly.
Yeah, we went and watched Tonbridge at Worthing, so we specifically went to watch the Tonbridge Worthing game. Went away from that game very impressed with how Worthing play. They got a very, very pleasing style on the eye. As good as Oxford City and Ebbsfleet are what they do, but their movement and their patterns, you can see it's worked on a lot. Obviously, there's a strong connection with Worthing here because of John Keeley. John's our goalkeeping coach at training, but he's also their assistant manager, and it actually works quite well. So yeah, it's obvious to me what Worthing try and do, how they try and play, and I think it's quite difficult to stop. So yeah, I like the way they play. I think Adam Hinchwood's a very good young manager. You can see him going, I think, quite a long way in this game.
It's a rarity in our league to play at the earlier kick-off time. Is that going to affect anything?
I hope so. I mean, in a positive way. I hope we get a really good crowd. Worthing tend to travel in good numbers. Their home support's been well over 1,000 this year. So I'm hoping quite a few will come down. It's a local game for Worthing. And for us, for our support, it's a chance to come in, watch the game, and then get in the bar and watch the last 16 of a World Cup game. So, it's a different time. Let's see if it makes the crowd even bigger.
Well, on Saturday, Jason Breyer did come off after that incident with a bit of a knock. What's the squad update at the moment? Yeah, so
Jason's seeing a shoulder specialist on Wednesday. Very sore on Saturday and Sunday. It's starting to calm down now. So I don't know at this moment of time what the surgeon or the specialist will say to him. But he's been very unlucky so far, Jason. It sort of typifies Havant's luck with injuries. So he's had a very stop-start season because of the injuries that he's had, the various injuries he's had. And we're probably just fingers crossed on this one that it's not anything more than a week or two. The big fear is that it could be 6 or 8 weeks. So hopefully that's not the case.
But it's been brilliant to see the likes of Paul Rooney coming back, and behind you the numbers are looking strong, and seeing Thomas as well back from international duty.
Yeah, as I said, the numbers are now starting to come back into the actual squad. Sam Magri's back, obviously Paul Rooney's back, Thomas is now back from international duty. The only thing there is, again, it's game time. It's how you get them game time to get them back match fit. So whilst they're fit in the context of training, they're still not match fit yet, and that's the conundrum at the moment.
And just finally, a move in the week was Benny Reid going out on loan too.
Yeah, again, just Benny wanted, Josh Passley's really established himself in that position. Benny rightly wanted to get more, to get more game time. It's something that's been on the cards for, to be honest, for probably a month or two. But yeah, this time we were okay to let Benny go out for initial month. And like I said, we got the option to recall Benny back if we picked up an injury after the month. But also now we've got Sam Magri and Paul Rooney that have played right back before. So we've got a bit more cover to allow Benny to go and get 90 minutes. And he fully deserves to play more games as well. It's just that I think Josh has, the back four's picked itself week in, week out, and Josh has done very well as well.
Lovely. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Adam.